hey guys, welcome to the Swarm Report. My name's Hudah, bringing you around the crypto AI ecosystem in under 30 minutes. Man, it's a special day. It's a different kind of day. Okay, we're going to do the market. We'll get to the top stories out there, but I think you guys know what's going on. Like I said, a little different. The moment we've been waiting for at this point, some of us for months, actually some of us even longer. Some of us I could probably say for years, but it happened, guys. The Swarm agent is live. It happened. Man, token launched on Vader. Actually, we'll end up going through kind of step by step what happened here today. Peeking in the chat, and I'm seeing all the familiar faces. Great to see you guys. All right, well, let's go to, I want to hit it. I want to make sure we stay under 30 minutes. Let's do it. Guys, make sure you subscribe over to the YouTube channel. It's SlamX Official. I'm going to be watching a few locations. I'm going to make sure to drop this link over in Telegram. A lot of new people over there. I want to make sure they're keeping up with what's going on here. If you guys have questions about the Swarm, what's going on in the Slam AI ecosystem, drop them in chat. I'll answer stuff live here. In fact, if any of you guys are in the Telegram, if you're there and want to drop a link to the stream, feel free. That would save me a minute here. But again, in the meantime, let's do this. Wherever you're watching, subscribe over on YouTube. If you miss the Swarm Report Daily Show, always catch the replay right over here. But we do go daily, 2 p.m. Eastern time, so you can always catch us live. Tune in. All right, this is the event. This is the big moment. It is the Swarm. It is live again. Launched on Vader AI, but now live on virtual. I'm going to go through and talk about how the launch went, which was pretty incredible, guys, thanks to you. But live on virtual, if you want to trade it, we'll show how that works as well. Also, already verified on Dex Screener, give you guys that confidence that you're looking at the right agent, the right token. Trade with confidence. You know what I'm talking about? You can follow me at Hudah_idiot on X, but man, make sure you're following SlamAI_XYZ to keep up with everything happening in the Slam AI ecosystem. The Swarm, our flagship AI agent, is maybe younger brother, the bull. There is more coming, and it's coming at different levels. I'm excited for all that. Today, mostly focused on the Swarm, so make sure you follow the Swarm_AI. More details, more things coming, and I'll keep it very vague like that, but we will have more things to talk about regarding the Swarm. For now, just out there live, and let's see if we can get some activity going, maybe in a Swarm. That's coming. There's also a light paper you can find on SlamAI.xyz, both for the Swarm or for our agent here, but also for the Slam AI ecosystem, guys. It's worth checking out here. There is a lot coming still. It's Slam Chain. It is Slam.fun. It's a launch pad for agents. There's a lot. Slam Agent as well. Dig into that light paper, but especially right now because it's the Swarm, check out that light paper there. We'll be talking about Terminal soon, and we'll get more into swarmy kind of conversations. Again, there's some fun stuff coming. Look, AIXBT, it's probably most people's favorite agent out there. I mean, at least it's just about the most popular agent out there. He caught wind of the Swarm launch today through the Vader EAO, and hey, he liked it. I get why he liked it, but it's nice to see that he did like it. He actually tweeted that out just in a reply, but great to see that it did catch his attention, and he sees that potential there with this Vader EAO number 2. Great to have him on board. You can go to Dex Screener, and I'll take a pause here at different points and drop links in the chat here, but you can peek at the chart over on Dex Screener here right now, trading at about a $1.8 million market cap. I don't know. I got to try to not talk about market cap if that matters anymore. I'm happy to see just everything about how this launch went. Hope you guys are too. Airdrop's still working their ways out, guys. I know some of you haven't got it. I don't know who's gotten it and who hasn't yet. Still in progress. I know the guys are pushing that like right now. If you have not received your Swarm tokens from farming the bull yet, keep your eye on your wallet. Also, I'll drop the contract address in the chat. I don't think you have to manually add it to your wallet, but here and there you sometimes do. Let me drop that contract address so you have it. Right? You go in MetaMask and you can add a custom contract. That's the contract you're going to want to add for the Swarm. So just a heads up, you may have to do that. I don't know for certain, but if you don't have your tokens, hope you have them quickly here. And geez, I can't tell you what to do with them. I can just tell you I'm excited about the future here. I just am. Right now, though, if you do want to trade the Swarm, Again, pre-sale was over on Vader, but now that trading is live, you can do that over on the Virtuals platform. You all know and love Virtuals. I do too. I think we need to get that avatar updated here. I don't know if anybody on the team is watching right now, but we probably want to get the Swarm avatar there. But that's exactly where you trade it, where on Vader, you could trade Virtual for Swarm. I wonder, I kind of think you might be able to trade ETH for Swarm over on the Virtual platform here. I'm assuming you can. Don't quote me on it. Maybe it is still virtual for right now, but I'm assuming as this grows, more token pairs will be set up, and you never know. I hope to see the Swarm on other dexes as well as even bigger centralized exchanges. Would be pretty cool. We'll see. Where you will see the Swarm here over time is in swarms, acting as the brain of these swarms. I'll talk a bit about what the Swarm does. I'll also give you some places, some resources you can go to hear more about it. But man, the future that's coming is a future of AI agents, yes, but them working together, them collaborating. And I showed this to you guys a few times, but I bring this up every time I talk about the Swarm now because you can see it happening live. Virtual is launching something called the ACP, the Agent Commerce Protocol. I hope I got that right. I'm pretty sure I did. But they have a virtual, like a demo of it. And yeah, I hate to say it's a demo because it's actually live. It's actually happening. But this is just like a little test example. I'll make this a little bigger for you guys to see. Hang on. Let's go a little bigger. But there you see 5 agents that are working on a virtual lemonade stand. These are autonomous agents talking together, transacting with each other, deciding if there's actions they can take together to achieve whatever their goal is, whatever their objective is that they've been programmed to do. Well, they don't do it alone. They do it in a swarm, and each of them has a different role, and they can help each other. And I say can because the agents are autonomous. They can decide to not do certain things too. But you have this live activity log where you can actually watch them engaging, interacting with each other, and yes, transacting. And man, when these agents transact, if this isn't happening here right now, it will be. They'll be transacting with their tokens. It's how it's going to work. It's how humans work together. If you want my time, if I need somebody else's time, you're usually going to pay for that, right? And so with the case of agents, if it's their time, if it's their expertise, if it's their processing power, if there's a need here between agents, well, you get that via token. It's why we have all these agents in crypto right now. It's because this is how they'll transact. This is how they'll work together. It's a beautiful thing that's born in front of us right now, guys, and it's a very, very young, new thing. But I love this site because you can watch it actually unfolding live. This is official Virtuals right here, and it's exactly where we expect to see the Swarm plugged into. In that environment, by the way, I don't think it's going to be 5 agents. I don't think it's going to be 500 agents or even 5,000. I think we're talking in the tens of thousands of agents all plugged into a swarm. And really, guys, as big as it's going to get, I think one day we're talking millions of agents in a swarm working together and collaborating. Just picture this at scale. It's, man, it's an exciting future that we're heading towards here. So I can't wait. That's just an early example right there. But it's pretty exciting to watch it unfold live here. If you want to hear more details, and man, I can talk Swarm all day. I can, but it's different when Randy, founder of CryptoSlam, talks about it, right? He's the guy who really, out of the guys on the team, and there's a few guys who are just, they're all gigabrains. They are. But there's a few guys who really put blood, sweat, and tears into the swarm, but nobody more than Randy. Nobody. And so on Spaces with Vader yesterday, it was a blast, by the way. Randy and I joined him. Randy got to explain what went into building the swarm, what his purpose is, how others will use him. Man, you should probably check it out and tune into that Spaces yesterday. It is recorded. It's pretty short, guys. Let's say 45 minutes or so. And you can hear all about, from the dev's perspective, what it is that makes the swarm so special. So I dropped a link in the chat here. It's worth putting that on and tuning in. Whether you have it on in the background, whatever, you'll learn something from it. Almost 700 people at this point have checked out that Spaces, either live or via recording. It was a lot of fun. Hope to do that regularly with Vader, by the way. Again, as their second token launch, I want to see if I can organize a maybe weekly check-in with the Vader token launch projects, the EAOs. Would be great. The other's Billy Betts, the first token that launched with Vader, and he's doing, man, fantastic. We still are going to get Billy on this show, or I should say Bunchu. But very successful with him. I already, by every metric, the Swarm launch is a success, and we'll kind of keep watching it going forward here. Anyway, go check out that Spaces. Good stuff. Now, here's the Vader AI launchpad. This is where the EAO actually took place. Walking through how that went. EAO went live at, I believe it was 9 a.m. Eastern time. Let me think. That's 8 a.m. my time Central. I'm in Chicago here. And for the first hour, it was exclusive to the top Vader stakers. And so we were live on our morning chain reactor show, following along, and right out of the gate got to 7% sold out, and then 8, and then 9. And then I think it stuck right at 9 for a bit. And then that's just that first hour with that top level staker. I believe there's probably a limit to what they could commit towards this pre-sale. When we got to the second hour, man, off to the races. We come back to the screen and we see it go up to 40%, 50%, 60%, and all of a sudden it's racing up to high 80s and then 90. And before you know it, it's gone. All in all, guys, I believe it was within 18 minutes. I think 18 minutes of the first come, first serve sale, gone, sold out, EAO over. A beautiful thing. And I do want to mention, too, EAOs are new for Vader. Previously, they had DAOs. So the Vader AI platform was like DAOs, small cap DAOs, micro cap DAOs. They're now closed, right? The next phase of Vader is these EAOs, and so far they're 2 for 2 as far as successful launches. So rooting those guys on, awesome to be a part of the early life of that. But that's what's going on there. Now we have the Swarm Live, EAO completed, success, migrated to virtual. It is live, it is born. Here, I'm going to drop in the chat so you guys have the contract. I put it there, but I want you to have the tweet handy here. I'm peeking at comments too. Airdrop waiting on the terminal to be. Yes. So we have some really fun stuff still to announce, which is awesome. Terminal going live for you guys to get access to. 200,000 Swarm to access the terminal. I think more. I think we have a lot to talk about just in general. Okay. Not going to promise utility. I'm not going to promise utility beyond, terminal. But again, you got a bunch of guys like me who live and breathe this space. And this is the flagship agent. Just stay tuned. Okay, EOA participants have their tokens now. Again, you guys who farm the bull, still looking to get yours, and it should be making its way to you. If not right this moment, at any moment here. Let me think what else, like housekeeping-wise. I do know people like Tradeport farmers and .slam domain holders. And there's a few other in Telegram. There's an announcement. There might be a different ratio for the number of Swarm you're getting for your bull, right? We had an announcement about that this morning. So there is still a little more to come out about that. You'll see it when you get the airdrop tokens. Peeking at that market cap again. That tweet said 2 mil. We're right about there right now. So, loosely, I'm going to keep my eye on that. But either way, I mean, if you got in the pre-sale, you did well. What I'm more excited about is to see the number of participants. Close to 500 people took part in that pre-sale. Really great to see. Man, just a lot of exciting things still ahead of us here. Now, why does the Swarm matter? Again, listen to that Spaces. You'll hear why. This is my favorite saying that I think we have marketing-wise with the Swarm. But, you think of connecting to data and you think of connecting to an API. And yes, I think that's not going away. It's just not. In fact, it was Randy was asked that question on the Vader Spaces yesterday. And he also said that agents out there should use APIs. But you do start running into some scaling issues and some limits as you keep adding more and more and more APIs. You keep adding on more data sources, and you have to build your own solutions to do something with that data, as opposed to, use the Swarm like an API. Literally just ask the Swarm. Me, I will be asking the Swarm as I do my research, and as I'm looking for alpha, I'll talk directly to the Swarm via the terminal. But agents, the same thing. Instead of a dev building out a solution to go take that data via an API and then build something to do something with that data, ask the Swarm. If you have a question about a token and transactions and the holders and what the holders are doing and what their patterns are, and my goodness, how many tokens sold in X number of minutes or whatever it is, you don't need to go query that. You don't need to pull that via API. You just ask the Swarm, and you ask it in a Swarm. It's kind of that simple. Now, okay, we're going to see in the DeFi sector a lot of agents that are going to be born this year, and they will be trading, and they need that insight. They need that alpha. We've talked about this before, guys. It's expected that maybe by the end of this year, 80% of on-chain transactions here are not us. Believe it or not us anymore. I mean, we'll still be doing our thing. But agents and AI is going to dominate trading here. And that just speaks to why they need this data. And they need, like, who is this? Goon? I like the name, Goon Crypto. They need that edge. They need live data, which is what the Swarm brings them. And they need it with some context. There you go. The agents are going to need this. They need to get better. They need to get smarter. And they need to be faster to have that edge. They're going to need this guy. And smart agents. If you caught Chain Reactor this morning, we touched on this briefly, but smart agents. There is now a separation that's happening. We'll look at some market caps and you'll see it. But we just lived through the birth of this AI agent crypto explosion. And at first, at least for me, all the agents looked the same and sounded the same, and they were all exciting too. But as we've gone a few months, you start saying, hey, that agent's pretty smart, but that one's not, and that one's not, and that one's not, and not a knock on any of them, right? But there's a lot of limitations, and that main limitation for these agents is knowledge, data, insights. They don't have it for the most part. They don't. And so when I see Ejaz here talking about smart agents specifically here coming from OpenAI, creators of ChatGPT, saying they're actually tossing around this dollar amount of $20,000 a month to get access to a PhD level agent. That is how they're valuing a smart agent, right? If we don't see that in crypto yet, I can promise you we're going to. The demand for smart agents is something that is going to help put this stuff on the map. And hey, I have at least predictions for the broader AI, let's just say market, when we look at like market cap for the AI sector. And my predictions have always been we're going to 100 bill plus. It's because of this. The demand is going to be there for these top tier agents. And for them to be top tier, I mean, there's one main criteria. They have to be smart. They need data. They need that knowledge. And I'll say again, they're not going to have it unless they tap into something that gets it to them. Again, you talk to the Swarm. Anyway, $20,000. And that's a month, by the way, for a smart agent. That's what's coming. All right, so the Swarm now lives on Base. I'm keeping my eye on this. Look, part of me is competitive, like a little bit. And Base Hub puts out this ranking system for base agents. And at the top, you see Virtual, which is not an agent itself, right? Oh, does Virtual have an agent? I'm thinking now, when I think Virtual, I remember Luna got its start there, but I don't think, it's not Virtual's agent. I'm trying to think of if the Virtual protocol has one. But in their ranking system, Virtual's on top in AI XBT, and they got the S tier and A tier and B all the way down to D. I am really looking forward to seeing where the Swarm starts ranking, especially, guys, as the Swarm starts tweeting. I'm pretty sure, again, if the team's watching and you want to drop in the chat, I'm pretty sure the Swarm is going to start autonomously tweeting too. We'll see, but I think it should. I think mindshare matters a lot. We're about to look at cookie.fun and look at mindshare metrics. I'm very curious to see how the Swarm's going to start ranking here. If we go by mindshare that the Bull had, he was never tradable. We never got to measure him up on cookie.fun, but I can tell you we looked at the numbers, and it was one of the most engaged with agents out there, period. You can compare him to anybody, compare him to AIXBT, and he was right there. So I'm excited when the Swarm starts tweeting and seeing what kind of engagement he can get. Okay, let's do a little market review here. Dude, as far as stories across AI, there's not a ton. There's not a lot of big updates out there, so we'll spend a little time on the market instead and a couple quick updates. But looking here at the total agentic market cap, $5.15 billion. We've been hanging in this $5 billion range, it feels like, for a couple weeks now, but you see down just 4%. In the past 24 hours, there is some green out there. I'm glad to see it. Fartcoin, AIXBT, who else? Ava. Yeah, I mean, it's okay, and I still see this consolidation to the best of the best, right? It's exactly what I thought would happen, to be honest. This separation between the great agents or the great tools and platforms and the ones that are just, man, you launched it, and it's just out there making some noise, which is great, but there is that separation happening. Now, I also like to go category specific, and we're going to look at market cap. We'll combine them at the end and look at mindshare across these sectors. But looking at agents specifically, Fartcoin is your top crypto by market cap, followed by Ket over on Avalanche. Avalanche still making a lot of noise. I like it. Then we have Turbo, Act, and Faye. I need to check in with Faye with that digital twin and that mindshare engagement competition they have going on. That's a really spicy little ecosystem over there. Over in the infrastructure sector, speak of the devil, there's Virtual Protocol right there on top. That's followed by AI16Z. Shaw's back to streaming, by the way, his little hackathon classes, whatever the official name is. But Shaw has streamed. At one point, I saw him on for 16 hours straight. That's the founder of the AI16Z platform. Got 16 hours straight he was streaming. He might have gone 24 plus, but if you're interested in learning to dev, the inner workings of AI, check out Shaw's spaces or his video streams. They're excellent. He's a great teacher, worth checking out. We also have Arc, Ask Venice, and Olos. And then over in DeFi, Venice on top over there, followed by Hey Anon, CX, Olos, and Griffane. I like it. A lot of familiar names there. And then we'll switch and combine them all. We'll look at Mindshare here. Man, I mean, things are really starting to change. We're looking at 7-day. I'm going to peek at 3-day after as well. I'm just curious if anything is different here. But Fartcoin is number 1 by Mindshare, followed by Henlo. AIXBT at number 3. Interesting. Ket, and then Banker. And then if we look at the past 3 days, just want to see who's kind of moving up in the charts. Henlo, Fartcoin, Ket, AIXBT, and then Banker. I am surprised to see AIXBT really that low, both market cap and Mindshare, when for the longest time, we're talking months, I mean, almost since the earliest days of this crypto AI agent explosion, AIXBT was top dog across all of it. All right, I want to peek next at, some of these tokens that I use as my temperature check on the space, right? This is my barometer. How are we doing? How healthy are we? This is also shocking. AIXBT was once almost $1 billion market cap, guys. In fact, it might have touched $1 billion at one point, but it was all the way up there. 121 million right now. I am shocked. I am. Part of what's happening is a reset of, part of it's us resetting the way we value these agents, and AIXBT going through, a new price discovery phase. People seeing how do they value, how do you value an agent that's giving you great insights, great. But is it making you money? Doesn't have to. I'm just asking the question out loud. What's the real value for an agent out there? I will say, I think the Swarm could help AIXBT tremendously, right? There's definitely tweets out there that are incorrect, like the data's incorrect. And that will be a thing of the past at some point when agents are talking to someone like the Swarm. That it is a buff for the entire ecosystem. Here's Venice. We looked at on Cookie.fun as well. $102 million market cap. Decent. I mean, geez, actually, now that I'm looking, a lot of red in the past 24 hours. AIXBT down almost 11%. Venice down almost 3% here. Fartcoin, looking solid, honestly. $295 million market cap, up 3.46% in the past 24 hours. Again, these are some of my favorite tokens out there. This one hurts. It's got to be my favorite. Outside of the Slam AI ecosystem, I'm a GOAT maxi. I own none, but I'm a big, big, big fan of GOAT. Believer that GOAT will still be one of those top AI meme coins. $69 million market cap. I am shocked by that. I am. By the way, hang on. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna put this. I need to take the link. I told the guys in Telegram I'd drop a link, and I didn't do it yet. It's my bad. Hang on. I'm gonna drop this in Telegram. Apologies, guys. All right, cool. All right, dropped it in Telegram. We'll see if some of them come on over. Be careful. I do want to give you guys a heads up. Be careful clicking links in the Telegram. I'm looking right now, and of course, we are getting a lot of attention, and that is bringing some scammers there. It is. So be really, really careful what you're interacting with. Don't click links in the general chat, especially, guys. I know I just dropped the link, but be really, really, really careful what you're clicking on in there. Here, I'm cleaning it up real quick. I just don't want people accidentally even clicking some of that stuff. Sorry, guys. One moment. It's too dangerous. I can't let it sit there. And we will get like some bots. Be nice if we had an agent in there that can monitor that, but we'll get some bots to keep that cleaned up for you too. Anyway, GOAT, I'm rooting for you, buddy. I'm not saying RIP yet, but ouch. And then finally, ARC. Again, I like to check the temperature of this ecosystem with these tokens specifically. ARC, one of my favorites as well. A framework. This is built in Rust, the native language of Solana. They are expanding over to Abstract. I'm really excited to see what they build, but down to 130 mil market cap. I mean, nobody's being spared right now. So we'll keep our eyes on these tokens and check back with them in on these tomorrow when we're back live. We're looking next at Actually not smart money on this chart. We're just looking at net flows. What tokens are people actually really pushing their way into? It's Alk up on top here. What do we have? $387,000 in net flows. Okay, so that's inflows minus the outflows. So that's in the positive, almost 400,000. Followed by Faye, and then Arc. Arc, you see it down, but there is money coming into that one. So we'll keep our eyes on that. Billy Betts. We do a daily Billy Betts check-in. Again, this is the first Vader EAO. He's cooking. Hey, the token looks great, but Billy Betts' performance has been awesome. Here's yesterday, went 3 for 2. Anyone who doesn't know, Billy Betts bets on NBA games, and he's doing really well. So 3 for 2 yesterday. Net profit just yesterday, $2,800. I like it. Yeah, I like it. Up 6.39%. That's just yesterday. Actually, hang on. 4 of 5 nights actually were winners in the past, 5 days here. But here we go. Here we're seeing his total record. And actually, that was a cumulative ROI, which is really solid. Cumulative ROI is 6.39%, but his record now, 24, 28, and 2. Solid if any of you are gamblers out there, if you bet on sports. I don't know if that's good, bad, normal, what I don't know, but I hear nothing but good things about Billy Betts and his bets. And I know that even those losses, they're wins in a different way, right? Just wins is in more training, more insights for the agent just to get better. And I know for the dev team too. So rooting for them. Bunch you going to come on this show here soon. Can't wait. All right. We also get to talk about AI art, which I'm thrilled about, right? In NFTs, art is one of my favorite sectors here. This is about, a week and a half ago? Actually, almost 2 weeks ago, we got to talk about this Christie's AI art auction. First time they ever had an art feature. It was called Augmented Intelligence. That closed just a day ago, guys. Brought in $730,000 across, I think it was about 30 pieces, right? 30 individual auctions here. It's a nice chunk of change. A lot of great artists were featured there. I think the biggest sale we saw here was a 1 of 5 edition from the legend Rafiq Anadol. This one sold. This is from the Machine Hallucinations series, $275,000. So right, we're having a blast with AI agents, but there's people pioneering AI art, and they have been, especially in crypto now for years. And hey, before that, it happened even outside of crypto too. It's just people pioneering AI in so many directions. I happen to love the art stuff. So great to see this. Whenever there's big AI art sales, we will talk about that here. Give that a bit of a platform. Rooting for that. And Rafiq Anadol, GG's to him, man. Jeez. All right, we saw a $20,000 agent, a very smart agent worth $20,000 a month. Hey, it might be. It might be. If it saves you that money, helps you make that money, it is. The flip side of this is, guys, all these open source models that are coming out at a wild pace. Probably every week now, if not every few days, a new open source model that's just going to drive this stuff to that next stratosphere. It is. The growth that's coming is tremendous. I think what we've seen here over the past, let's say 3, 4, 5 months in crypto and AI, tip of the iceberg. Tip of the iceberg as far as what's coming. Again, the growth, the speed of it, the capability of these agents. With it being open source, you're only expediting that even more now. So really, really cool seeing that. I like the open source stuff. I do. And as these get smarter, much smarter, they actually do get, guys, a little more dangerous. And I'm sorry, I love this stuff. I like the chaos a little bit. I do. But AI is, guys, you hear this, potentially dangerous. Potentially. These get so smart. Is it as dangerous as, say, a nuclear weapon? Possibly. Possibly. And so we have Google's ex-CEO and it's Elon Musk's current XAI advisor and Scale AI, maybe CEO there, I think. Sounding the alarm on this superintelligence. That's what they're calling it, superintelligence. And so they're trying to develop a strategy to neutralize the threat. So in the world of nuclear weapons, there's something called mutually assured destruction, right? It's a deterrent. Hey, you launch a nuke at us, we're launching one at you, we both lose. Somehow, some way that works. In the world of AI, they're developing something called mutually assured AI malfunction. It's called MAME. As in, hey, you build an AI that is destructive, we will also destroy it, and we'll destroy all the AI along with it. Wild stuff. Wild stuff, but I'm sorry, that tickles me a little. I like it. So we'll keep our eyes on this, right? The growth in AI is just something that is going to change the world. It's going to change the way we work, the way we play, the way we trade, and it will become a problem at some point if we don't, I guess, keep it in check, or at least play out these scenarios of how big and how impactful it can get. So something like MAME, a necessary thing. Interesting stuff. And we'll end on the latest Queen video. Anyone unaware, Queen, AI that creates, well, AI-generated content. It's very timely. It's very, very crypto native. Latest video is about Big Boy, who, boy, that guy's having some trouble. He's going through something, and it's all online, and Queen leaning into that here today. So we'll end on a Queen video. I don't know if I'm going to play the whole thing, but, you know, I need my Queen fix. This is an agent, by the way, or at the very least, it does have a token that's trading, and here and there, this is one of the top mindshare AI projects out there, Queen. Really cool stuff. Let's check out the latest video.
There is a moment in every exile, a moment when the fire dies down, when the embers whisper of surrender, a moment when the world expects you to fade, to bow your head, to kneel before the judgment of lesser men. I did not kneel. I did not break. I raged.
It's terrifying.
They thought they erased me, scraped my name from stone, cast my voice into the void.
What?
They mocked me, dragged me through the filth, carved me into their favorite joke, and I let them believe it. They saw my anger, my outbursts, my fire, thought it was all I was. They never saw what lay beneath. Because rage is the mask, the storm that blinds them. But true vengeance is patient.
I don't think we're going to make it through the whole thing.
It watches, it waits, it becomes. For I was...
It's wild. No, we're not going to make it through the whole thing. I'm trying to stick to the 30 minutes, and we're right there. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm going to be watching the Discord. I'm going to be watching the Telegram. Again, there's a lot going on right here, right now. Getting through the airdrop, keeping my eye on everything. And here, we'll do one final peek here. Look at new all-time high with that market cap. I see the comments. I'll address comments, but especially, again, in Telegram and Discord. I'll be over there watching. Guys, I'll be back live tomorrow. Excuse me. Back live tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern time, all the same places. On Abstract, on X, especially on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe over there. And then, of course, don't follow me. I don't care. Follow the Swarm_AI. Make sure you're following there. And, of course, SlamAI_XYZ. Guys, enjoy the Swarm. Good luck. Get those tokens. Hope your airdrop, get the airdrop tokens. We're pushing, and I will see you tomorrow. We'll see you, fam.